Hi Lewa, welcome back to another video. That's your guy Ph.D here, and in today's video when we talk Dr. Kiru, a Ph.D student which he just graduated Lewa University with a Ph.D. But his story is a life-changing story. I hope this story will motivate you. Dr. Clip was a grade 10 dropout, but the journey towards his PhD was a really tough one, but he made it through. So I hope you like this video, and please make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the notification button to stay up to date with the latest videos.
Well, thank you for accepting my invite to come take part in this interview. It's not an interview, but it's like a motivational kind of interview where you're sharing of experiences and knowledge will motivate others who have gone through this kind of situation, but they're still on their way or have given up along the way. So your story will be like a motivation and you can influence others as well. So thank you for your time, and I have a few questions that I will be asking you, and basically it will be all the questions are deriving from your stories and experiences that Postpair has published it last time during the graduation. So it's just your personal story that you sent me on the Word document. Yes. So thank you so much again for your time. First of all, would you like to introduce yourself, maybe where you come from and stuff?
Okay.
Age is optional if you want to say your age. Please.
Thank you so much for the invitation. I'm happy to expand in that my story. Then I'll get motivated in life. So, my name is Kiru. I come from Papua, in Southern Islands province. I am married with 5 children. I started my educational journey at Lewa University in 2018.
That's when I did my first year.
We met together. It was during the same year.
Yeah.
You went out early.
Okay. That's all. Okay, thank you. So, you see yourself as an introvert or an extrovert? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10?
Midway, I can say. Sometimes I'm introvert, and some, I try to keep things to myself. But at other times, I want to expose things. So I can say midway somewhere.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. It's like on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe we say 10 is extrovert and 0 is introvert. But if you are somewhere 7 or 8, 7 on a scale of 7. That's good. Yeah. Okay, now we're going back to your personal stories. Like when you were a kid and growing up, what was your main dream, or what were you hoping to become apart from your profession at the moment?
When I was a kid, I dreamt of becoming a lawyer.
Oh, that's good.
Unfortunately, things didn't work out the way I went to family of my parents. When with your parents, they don't matter with you. I was just kind of disappointed. My father was such a, I wanted me to make sure I get my studies done, that I become something. For 6 years, I was a very bright student. When I went to high school in 1987, high school, I met up with so many friends, and I was carried away. That parental responsibility and care was not there, it was absent. So I had the freedom. So I felt that they don't want to break with me and tell me. The peer pressure was so powerful that I tend to deviate from my plan. So what I was doing was at night I used to go in class, then they go in groups. So they used to sleep in class and talk classes. So I used to chase those birds.
Those the ones that are not flying, those featherless ones, or
the brown little birds.
The ones that used to walk and fly for people.
Yeah, so those birds. In fact, I was carried away with these things. I used to entertain students, and I was kind of like, what can I say, a clown, trying to entertain students. Sometimes I become message carriers to bigger students. And
that's an extrovert part of you.
I used to go out there talking to girls, this brother wants you, this kind of thing.
Okay.
So in the process, I realized that I missed my target. I failed to achieve my objective. So in 1990, after I graduated, I was told to pick up my grade 10 certificate at the educational office. I went there, they gave me this yellow envelope, I took it with me. I jumped on a bus and then go to where currently the media hospital is. I went into a small bush there, and I opened the envelope. So as soon as I opened the envelope, slowly, bit by bit, I opened it, and then there came was English. But it was something. No, not the pass.
That's grade 10.
Grade 10 certificate. And then I got 1 credit, 1 pass and 2 passes. So definitely I knew that I failed. So I started crying there. But I went into a place where people used to go and relieve themselves. So I pretended to go and relieve myself there. But in fact I was reading this thing, and I was crying there because of my grades. When somebody had to come, He wanted to relieve himself, so I quickly wiped my tears, put a paper bag into the envelope, and then I went. I went home, and then my parents were expecting me to tell them the result. What I did was I didn't go to the house. I went to another village again, just to then after a few days, this guy is not here. Where is he? They kept looking for me, so I went home. My dad said, "Did you bring your paper?" Yes, I did. Okay, then take it to, he named a person. He's currently the LG president for Papua, Nakoni place. Take it to Nakoni. He's going to read it. So I took the paper to him, and then he read the son. This line, you failed now. And
He told your father like this?
now he told me. And then he was gonna report that to my father as well.
Oh my God, yeah.
So he just blunted to me, and you failed. People are wasting people money, you failed. Yes, it killed my moral, I was labeled as a failure. But that was the kind of label I was given. My adopted father, not going to be the current LG president, is my adopted father. So it was a kind of a label I received from him. So when both my parents and even a person of standing in the society can label me a failure, then I thought that was a conclusion. So I'm dead. So I lived my life. I joined the boys in the village. We would go out fishing and hunting, and we wasted our time on the streets. But from time to time, I used to help my mom, go to the garden and break fire with all this. And fortunately, in 1991, 92, I started attending church. I thought because I want to go into the extreme of taking drugs. I did took drugs in 1 week. I took drugs, and I thought this is not right. This is not right. So I shifted from that. Then I went into the church. I went into the church, and I was engaged, actively, in the youth programs. And then in 1996, my senior pastor went to see the branch, and he brought in an application. He said, "Why not you fill this application? What's this? What's this all about? This is no, I cannot do it. I'm a failure. You're talking about it's a college. No, I cannot do it. No, you try, pastor." Okay, he insisted that I try to fill in the application. That's what I did. In 1997, I applied to CRTC, and I was accepted the diploma in theology program. So I ended up in there. Even before that, I got married. In 1995, I got married. So I was a father of a child. My first child was about 1 year old when we went down to a CRTC branch. Went there, and I attended the diploma program for a week. But then I thought, no, I don't want to go into the diploma program. I want to take on the bachelor's program. So I went to see the Dean of Studies. I was an Australian. And I said, "Mr. McCready, please, I have an opinion. What is it? Can you enroll me in the bachelor's program?" "Which bachelor's program?" "This 2 year." No, you are misconceived. The 2-year bachelor's program is for those that have already graduated and then have a diploma. You are yet to graduate. Okay, can you? I want to try it. Then can you give me the 5-year BDS program? He started thinking, "You're not qualified. Your marks doesn't qualify you to enroll in the BDS program. But give me a chance. I will try my best. Give me an opportunity." And then, okay, I'm giving you 6 months probation. Now I'm enrolling in the degree program. So go and study. After 6 months, we come back to me. So I went back to the class. My peers started talking at the beginning. "Hey, this guy was accepted for the diploma program. How come he ended up in the degree program? He's not qualified. We'll see what happens. Whether he makes it or not." So this kind of things, motivated me. I never slept. I studied very hard. And then, I used to put my pillow on the floor. I don't sleep on the mattress because I've been allergic. It's very cold. So once when you sleep on the mattress and you're home, you don't wake up until 7 o'clock.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So I didn't sleep. I used to sleep on the floor so that I can wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock, just to continue my studies. So I did that. That's what I did. I trusted myself and I trusted God as well. Because there is no such thing as miracle. You got to work for it, and God is going to bless your efforts. So that's what I did. So during the second semester, I got an A minus. So the overall cumulative score was A minus.
You proved those naysayers wrong.
Yes. And then I went back to the Dean of Studies. What your deal is now? I'm extending another 6 months. You proved to me that you are able, you are qualified. But it is okay, at least you were passed, but I'm giving you another 6 months. So at the end of the year, again, for the first year, I got another year. So I was not Cliff, I think you're qualified. So now I enroll you as a permanent, full-time bachelor's degree student. And thank God. And in my second year, I was, recognized as the dark student of college, then the degree program. Second year, third year as well. Fourth year, I went out to do my field research and ministry. During the fifth year, I also get that dark circuit. So I completed the study at a very high note. And so when I was doing that, when I was nominated as the dark student, somebody
What did they do?
sorry, but when I was given the darks award, the next morning we were preparing for graduation. Then somebody just came up and, hey, Dr. Kiru, somebody, a guy from a student, a classmate of mine from Rigo Central Province. Hey, no, what makes you, give me the title? I'm just a student, just like yourself. What? I call you a professor. I first call you a doctor, but now I'm addressing you as a professor. And maybe that was a prophecy or something.
That's like a prophecy.
Yeah. And so this guy really motivated me. That was in 1998. 1998, I mean, 20 some plus years ago. So anyway, I went out, and then I was working with the European Union, the National AIDS Council, as the Ph.D. quiz in training for HIV and AIDS. That's in 2004. 2005, I applied to Lewa, the University of Papua. I started a diploma in education program. So that's why I studied there at the University of Papua in 2005. I applied again to do my honors, and they accepted me, but unfortunately I wasn't able to meet the field because I had no money. So anyway, I let go the opportunity and stayed on. And between 2006 to 2008, I lived in the village with my people, and I realized that there was some there's some administrative oversight on the part of the national government and the people of the before, and then some time ago, OSH, so that was in 2006. So OSH was the operator for the TB project. So I petitioned them. I got about 100 people signed the petition, and I petitioned the state and Lewa. I said, no, you got to recognize us because we are owners of the Kutubu Road. Kutubu Road was non-existent before the Kutubu project, but the road was built on account of the Kutubu project. So directly the project and the affected landowners. So why didn't you recognize us? That was my argument. So we wrote a petition. They never responded positively. So we cut up the road. We discontinued the road, and then OSH shifted all the money came from Leh to Moro. Usually it's a very big area and airplanes. And then in the process, they arrested me. They said, come, and we'll have a meeting tomorrow, so you come. So I thought, they want us. I went to Moro by myself. I told them, we want to I go to Moro. But I thought I was going to be accommodated in one of the guest houses or in company premises. But unfortunately, mobile squad vehicle came. Actually, sorry, don't take us wrong, we are serving the interest of the company in the state. So our employer told us to arrest you. You are going to be, I said, you guys are not killing me. It's okay. I'll still be alive. Do whatever you want. So they locked me up in the police lock up at Moro, and early morning, early around 10 o'clock, they flew me over to Mende using an helicopter. So there I was locked up, confined in the cell for 14 days. That's
2 weeks.
Like Osamare and this other guy advised the police commissioner, police commander, don't allow him to bail. But anyway, when I fronted up the judge, he said, you have all the right to bail. So I was allowed to bail. Won the case after 2 or 3 months. And then I persisted, so all states allowed me to loan a 20 million Kina to start up a transport and logistics company now called Transwonderland Limited. Okay, but
It was an initiative.
yeah,
Wow.
initially it used to be Kutubu Transport owned by Ken Fewada, late Ken Fewada, Sumkar MP, Sumka MP. So he had this Kutubu Transport, but we took over from him. So on the day I was going to send the instrument to the other people, my leaders and some other people collaborated with us, said, look, if you give this kind of money to Cliff, he's going to make sure that he's going to only accountable. He's going to use that money to sue you again because he's got very reasons. His claims are genuine. So you don't give the management contract to him. So that's how they robbed me again. So they took over the business. I had to move on. Very good. So, but as long as I started up something, like Transwonderland is my grandchild. So I get credit for it. It's not my private thing.
Yeah.
At least it's part of my contribution.
Yeah. It's like you're leaving your child behind, your footstep behind. It's really nice.
And so anyway, that was in 2008. Back in 2014, I went back to CRTC. And in fact, I was invited through a sponsorship of Overseas Council Australia as a financier there. So they sponsored me for 2 years. I graduated there in 2015 with a master's in geology. So that's the same institution I went to do my degree. So in fact, I was CRTC and the people of Pan so much. It's through them that I got to reach this far. And then in 2016, I submitted my application to study here at the Lewa University and was accepted in 2017. And I started my Ph.D. program here in 2018. That the social anthropology department, that was social sciences. That's the specific area of study. So I wrote a thesis on my province, comes of political and economic developments in the Southern Islands people. So, over the recent past years, we've heard about Southern Islands, but not for good things that we have done, but for the bad things. My people burn down airplanes, and we need. So from my opinion, there's a problem. And what's the cause of the problem? So I got to study it. I got to study more people and Mount Province. Study the history of our politics and our economic situations, current, past, and then the prospects of the future economic development. So I started to take this journey to study my own people. So after a successful completion of my thesis, submitted it, and then it's where I am now.
Wow. Super confidence. And that's how I get to know you too.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. So yeah, so along the journey, like since you left grade 10 and then you offered us an opportunity to study at CLTC, and then you came over to UOG, and then going back to CLTC again, and then now you're at Divine Wood, and you finally did your PhD in Divine Wood on the research topic that you just mentioned. So along the way, like what was one of the big inspiration and motivation that keeps you going throughout your journey? At least it can be 2 or 3 inspirations.
One thing is that one really thing that motivates me is that in a country like ours, everything is powered by money and resources. Coming back from a village where my parents are not working and we don't have family. Even I'm the first elder in the family. None of my siblings have been working at that time. So I thought I was the elder family. So at least I got to do something, invest my life in something worthwhile so that I could be, I could save my people. So that motivation, the life, we need money. So you need good education to seek a good employment in a kind of country like ours. So the current life is one thing, one factor that motivated me to keep on going. So that every day I could secure a good employment. And now I think my dreams are coming.
Yeah, they're coming through. They're visualizing already.
Yeah.
So along the way, did you have a chance to meet some influential people or something that was some role model that you?
There was this one guy, David Sode. He's the former. I used to be the former IRC commissioner. He's working really good. Then one day, CRTC invited him to as a guest of honor, guest speaker during the honor of graduation. So the second year, during my second year, first year. So when this guy just came, he spoke like, he was very, fluent, and he said, he was the commissioner general of IRC, and then he could say, it is through education. His parents were very poor, but somehow, some foreign expatriates adopted it. That's how he came. So I think this guy, he inspired my mind. I want to be like him. At least if I cannot, reach a standard like this, but I still like, reach some. Yeah. So David Sode was one such inspirational person that inspired me. He's a very good guy, very good bloke. Okay. Very, down to earth, but very brilliant, very, very honest. Okay? And I like him. I like him. We need people like him to lead the country as well. So anyway, that's one person that inspired my life.
That's good.
And then there was another academic from America and Australia and New Zealand that came and as my lectures at the CRTC, and they encouraged me about the importance of education. And so they really inspired me to progress in the cliff. So you don't have to, just graduate and go back. You got to progress in life because we can see the potential in you. So you've got to make use of that potential. So.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds interesting. So apart from the role models and the people,
David Sode.
Yes, David Sode. Apart from them, they can be there. Your education can be there, but it comes back to us personally on how we take on the things that I am on, and then we go from one step to another. So yourself, what are some three skills that you have that help you to progress from one stage to another? Your personal skills that you would like to say now.
One thing is that I can think and write properly. That's a gift. Maybe God has blessed me with. So when I see that, for many years when I write papers, I write so well. I write so well. So when I get a good grade, good comments from my lecturers, it motivates me. And so I could see my own life in the next 20 to 30 years. I could see myself somewhere. And this is the beginning, but somewhere which I anticipated. So my own desire and my own abilities to pursue academic purpose. But that's one thing that motivated myself. Apart from my poor, we're not poor, but at least in terms of resources, like my parents are not working, and then we have a limited, source of income. So that is another aspect that, brought me this far. But it was one that intellectual capability that I have developed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like a natural God-given talent that you have along the way. So that's really good. We can have success and we can be progressing well in life, but we do have ups and downs and stuff like that. Like along the way, did you face any did you have some failures or some challenges?
There's so many countries. One is a financial difficulty. That was the first thing. Initially I applied to a university in America. They accepted me, but the financial aspect was huge, so I couldn't make it to. And even when I say I faced so much difficulty, especially like when my family is out back in the village, they need money without my care. So I struggled a bit in terms of financial. Sometimes I slept. Like in 2019, I rented a house at Capstone settlement, the most dangerous place. I had no choice. I had to live there.
Wow.
Because that was the cheapest I can go.
Wow.
I'm thinking a fortnight was very cheap. So, but I like it or not. Deep running, despite the location and the social environment and all this power problem, I had to live there because the funds didn't really allow me to stay with my family. Because here on campus, there's no accommodation for for married students. That's one challenge which, so I had to bear with the problem for as long as I stayed here. For the last 6 years, that was a huge problem, challenge, but it's a difficult. Then sometimes I lacked resources. I needed to buy books, books and read books. Well, I had a privilege of going online, all the e-books, all this, everything there, but at least I needed some books.
Yeah.
Where should I get the money from? So that is one challenge. And then there were some other issues back in the village about some deaths of some leaders. Some of these leaders that took over that business, 3 of them passed away. And so there's a cliff was in all these three guys, two guys. For what reason? People, because the business that they took over was, like in millions. At the moment it's about a billion water property, $1 billion. So out of that billion, we own 5%. So they said, no, we took over this business, so he used postman, whatever, to kill this guy. So that was within the 5-year period. I encountered those problems, but no, that's false. So my people wanted to fight with, no, you cannot fight for based on a lie, because the moment we fight, this lie is going to cost huge lives. So anyway, those are some problems I encountered, but I kept on going until those kind of allegations have been proven to be wrong. And then when the news is maybe over the last 1 month, my story has been attending news. Media outlets, electronic, and the traditional. So that means God doesn't bless what's the sorcerer or people with wrong and cooked people. No, God doesn't bless them. God blesses only people who have the right frame of mind, and so that's a blessing. I proved my critics wrong. There were so many. These are two challenges which I encountered, but it depends on my approach. How I approach this. I didn't approach them from a negative perspective. I try to be proactive and to be very wise in how I can overcome those challenges. Because those challenges are yet to stay. They come. We are still in a fallen world, so we are subject to all kinds of criticisms and all these kind of things. So what made me stand out is my own approach. I don't allow negative things of the world to overcome my ambitions. When I have set objective, I got to make sure that I got to achieve those.
Right. Thank you for that question. So now we're moving on to your recent qualification. You can talk on maybe your findings can aid with the province to as a whole and the citizens, the population at the province.
Yeah, one finding was that it's common knowledge. We Papua New Guinea, especially islanders, think that politicians are source of money, and therefore the resource everything is in politics. So we see them as people with money. So that's one thing. So, but to counter that problem, I made a recommendation to the state and to the government to strengthen this a bit of law, that part of law that gives monetary powers to the parliamentarian. That should be removed, totally removed. Let them serve as policymakers, legislators and policymakers. Let the money control team administer all this thing to the appropriate departments. That's one recommendation I made to the government for government to make policy change. Once that is done, it will cease. There won't be any bribery in the future around the country. Because parliamentarians will not control money, so what's the use of bribery? So we go to get rid of this. Keep the parliamentarians away from the money. Let the bureaucrats use and control the money. Parliamentarians should be just allowed to serve as legislators. They make decisions only. So that's one very effective solution to current issues in the country. Not only in South Wales, but it's a common problem in the country. So that's a key recommendation which I made to the state as a way of addressing the political problem around the country. It's because people are fighting over money, so that we just remove the financial powers off from the politicians and let them serve as legislators, policymakers. That's it.
Thank you for that. So I understand that you're saying like, I mean, the journey that you took, how far you came now, you can be like inspiration to your children, and then your people as well. You said that it's like a thread that leads to yourself to your community and judgment and stuff like so. I mean, that's the end goal that I've read from your paper that you said that you want to elaborate more on that. You can.
My objective, my final objective, apart from the life, I'm anticipating. One of the most important things that motivated me was to be a role model. I want to leave a legacy behind for my kids. Just coming out from a village after working out from high school and coming to reach this level of achievement is beyond what we could comprehend, especially for those who think that failure is an end to itself, but it's not. So I wanted to leave a legacy behind for my kids and for those others. That's one thing. Another thing is I want to I lived all my life and most of my life without looking after my kids. They had to live on their own when I was during my time off. So it is my desire to find a good employment, which I think I started one already. I need to sign a contract with the European Union, not European Union, United Nations, Population Fund and developing universities. That's I dreamt about working with such reputable international organizations, and working with the UN is a privilege. So it's coming to pass. So my ambition is to work with such companies, organizations, come to pass. That's one thing I'm so pleased with. This the hard work is beginning to pay off. I see.
Thank you for sharing that. Okay, now so we continue the interview. It took longer than expected, but I'm so sorry for that. Last question would be like any piece of or I would like to just share some of the advices to the young ones or even the people that are struggling along the way, like to never give up or something like some experience that can help them.
Yeah, then it's obvious. You've got to work hard. You've got to trust yourself. We've got to trust ourselves. God created us with all this kind of the abilities to pursue life, and no one is there's no God does not discriminate in terms of when He created us human beings. He created us equally. So, but what we differ from is that it depends on how we trust ourselves and how we see ourselves in the future. So, like I am a failure. Like there are some people who think that they are failures. No, they are not failures. A failure is a starting point, in fact, to have a prosperous future. So that's what I think. So my encouragement would be for people to see the potential that they have. It's all about firing up themselves, and it's all about setting dreams and objectives in life. And once you set your dreams and your objectives in life, you've got to work towards it. You've got to work towards it. There is no point having set objectives and dreams in life, then you remain there idle, do nothing, expecting some outer space humans or some other things, the aliens to come and assist. No, there's no such thing as miracles. So once you have your objectives in place, you've got to work towards it. And in education, there's no such thing as failure in education. Once the front door closed, there's always a back door open in any education. So for me, when the front door closed, the back door open. So I used that thing too.
I like that saying.
So the front door closed because of my stability. Then in the midst of despair, somehow God was gracious to me. He opened the back door. So now from the back door, I surpassed many others that have gone through the front door. From the education system, I surpassed most of them. So being a failure, I want to tell my country, my citizens, my people that no, there's no such thing as a failure in education system. You've got to work towards it. You've got to trust yourself. So that's what I did. Coming up with a Ph.D. after being a failure, it's a milestone which I achieved based on my own commitment and my trust in God. So we just have to be set our objective and be consistent with what we do to achieve those objectives.
Consistent.
You got to persevere. You got to push it. The challenges are along the way, but the times gets going. When the time goes, and then they take you to a place where you think that you have reached nowhere. No, they're still away. So you got to press forward. Yeah. So you got to be tough up here and tell yourself you can do it. You get yourself defeated up here, and there is no meaning in life. You become like a failure. Your dreams are shattered. That's what I.
Thank you so much. Any last thing that you want to say or advice or this point?
I really thank the university. There's best facilities here. And the university itself is scholarship for a future, PhD students who want to come. It's the place to be. It's a place because everything is here. The academics here, the facilities here, the internet services.
That's the thing.
Internet service, but undisrupted internet service. You have everything. You are hooked up to what the best libraries in the world.
Yes.
So this is the place to be. So yeah, this is the place to be. To this for higher degrees, I want to. I recommend people to come here and experience the benefits that this university offers.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Cliff again, Dr. Cliff Kiru again for your time and sharing your experiences. This video will help others that are struggling along the way and that's really safe. So I thank you for your time and I really appreciate it. So signing off, this is your guys here and thank you for watching and listening all over the world.